Hey folks, welcome back to the restaurant show. With me now is Kaz Scaife from Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery. How are you, Kaz?
I'm fine, thanks.
Awesome, good to have you with us. You're looking all dolled up, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So you brought somebody with you today. Who is this?
Yeah, this is my nephew, Richard.
Hi Richard, how are you?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Awesome, we're doing good, we're doing well. It's always a good day in the restaurant show. And Richard, you are co-owner of High Point Steakhouse that is out in Ridgeway, is that correct?
Yep.
Awesome, awesome. So today it sounds like we're going to be talking a little bit about something a little bit newer concept. We talk about pairing wines with cuts of meat and things like that, but today we're talking about pairing desserts with cuts of meat.
Yes.
So that'll be awesome. How long has High Point Steakhouse been over in Ridgeway?
It's been in Ridgeway since 1938. Kind of started back in the Prohibition with the traditional supper club thing of bootlegging alcohols, and then it was a dance hall, and now we have it and continuing the tradition.
Okay, well good, good. And things are going well out there for you?
Yep,
awesome.
very well.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about the cuts of meat, because you've obviously got one that's on the pan right now. But let's talk about what we have here on the plate. What are these different cuts of meat that we're looking at?
We've got 4 different cuts on the thing. This right here is a top sirloin.
Top sirloin.
And then the middle one here is a porterhouse.
Okay.
And then on the far end, we've got a filet, tenderloin, and then we have a New York strip.
Okay, so that's New York strip.
Yep.
And then what do we have?
We have a ribeye cooking in the pan, and we'll pair that with the dessert here in a little bit.
All right, very good. Well, let's talk about how to pair some of these with these different desserts. But first, Kaz, why don't you tell our viewers exactly what we're looking at here?
So we make all the desserts at Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery, and they are served at the High Point Steakhouse.
Okay.
They're on the menu. We have the flourless chocolate cake. We have our Kahlua caramel cheesecake. We have our carrot cake, and we have our peanut butter mousse cake.
Very good, very good. You stole my heart with peanut butter mousse. So
Very good.
So there's 2 places then that we can get Rosie's desserts. So
There sure
at Rosie's
is.
Coffee Bar and then over at the High Point Steakhouse. So
Yes.
that's pretty cool. So what pairs well with each cut of meat here? Let's kind of get into the nitty-gritty of it here.
So we feel that the top sirloin pairs really well with the flourless chocolate cake, and that's because it's a richer dessert and a richer cut of meat.
Okay.
We also believe that the filet pairs well with the carrot cake. And those
Okay.
are 2, then the reason is because they're just a little bit lighter.
Okay.
And then the ribeye, which is cooking right now, pairs really well with the peanut butter mousse cake. And the reason is because of all the marbling. There's a lot of extra like fat marbling in the peanut butter, or in the ribeye, which also goes well with the peanut butter mousse. And then we also, because cheesecake originated in New York, the New York strip pairs well with the Kahlua caramel cheesecake.
Okay, well, great. What can you tell us a little bit about the different types of flavors that are, because obviously this all comes from the same animal.
Yep.
So what are the different types of flavors that people can expect with these different cuts of meat?
Well, let's start with the ribeye. The ribeye's more of a fattier steak. It's got a kernel in it. It does, and it's a really full of flavor and juicy, and it's my personal favorite cut. And then you have the top sirloin, which is here again, and that is your richest flavor.
Okay.
Or your boldest flavor, beefier, but it can also at times be the tougher cut of all of them.
Okay. Okay.
And then you have a filet over there, and that's your most tender cut of meat, very sought after for tender. And then your New York strip is just a good juicy steak as well.
Okay.
And then you get your porterhouse, and that's the best of both worlds. You've got a tenderloin filet on this side, and then that side you have your New York strip.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So you get kind of 2 steaks in one. And
interesting.
Yep.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Well, I got to ask, we are in the month of June, approaching the end of the month of June, believe it or not. How you guys do weddings over at High Point? How's that going?
Good. We cater weddings on and off site. We do rehearsal dinners and other events like that as well. So it's going well.
What's the best way for somebody to get in touch with somebody at High Point if they are interested in having you guys cater or hosting a rehearsal dinner?
We have a website, and we'll go on our website, and we have our catering menu along with our normal menu and hours of operation. Or you can give us a call, and we can help walk through it with you as well.
Okay. So. Can people still book for the month of July, or are you still openings
yeah, there's
there?
still openings for this year. So.
All right. So some things to think about.
Yep.
Very good. How are we coming with that steak?
It's getting
smelling really
close.
good here.
Yep.
Okay. And Kaz, I hear that you have nitro tea. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
So we just got it about 2 days ago. It's from Cadence, who they've been on the show with us, and they do the nitro cold brew, and now they have nitro tea. So it's actually tea on tap, and with this really hot weather that we've been having, it's just so refreshing, and we're having fun playing with it and coming up with new drinks.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So you actually make different drinks with this tea on tap?
Yeah, well, you can do it like an Arnold Palmer, but with nitro tea, so it's kind of got like a carbonation to it.
Oh, wow, okay. Very interesting.
It's very good.
Well, I've never tried nitro tea. I'll have to try that. One of the things I love about Rosie's is the different ways that you make coffee over there. I'm always just so fascinated by that. Whether it's the pour-over method, you guys do French press too. Just about any way you can imagine, that's the way that they do it over there. So, all right, has it stopped moving?
Yeah, I think it has. Yep, I think it's ready.
Okay, well, I'm going to give this a try because I want to try. Now, this is, remind me what cut this is?
This is a ribeye.
This is the ribeye, and that goes well with the this one.
Peanut butter mousse.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're going to give that a try. I'm going to bring this over here. We'll kind of see if we can pair those together.
They look nice together.
They do look nice together. I'm going to have to give this a try now. We're going to try the steak. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Just the way I like it. It's got good flavor. Now, do you serve the dessert with the steak typically?
It's
usually afterwards?
Yeah, it's afterwards, yeah.
But they could if you asked. It could be a new trend.
There you go.
Anything goes good with this. This is really good. Chocolate peanut butter mousse. Well, Kaz and Richard, thank you so much for joining us today. Great job. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
And don't go away. There's more Restaurant Show coming up after the break.